Are you looking for that big promotion? Or maybe eyeing a better job? Well, let me tell you, your secret weapon, especially if you're learning English, is having really strong communication skills. Today, we're going to unlock the business communication skills that are going to absolutely supercharge your career. Let's get right into it.
So, you ready to build your professional communication toolkit? We've got 6 essential skills lined up for you today. We're going to cover everything from the basics of office communication and understanding company structures to handling calls, presenting data, totally acing your meetings, and even tackling problems like a pro.
All right, first up, let's master office communication. We're going to start with some essential words and tech that you'll pretty much find in any modern workplace.
So what on earth is a database? I know, it sounds kind of techy, right? But trust me, it's actually pretty simple. Just think of it like the contact list on your phone, but it's for the whole office. It's just a central spot on the network where all the important information is kept, all nice and organized.
And here's how you'd actually use these words. You could say, we use the network to send emails. Or maybe, I need to access the database for the sales report. And what if things go wrong? You can say, today the network is down, so I can't work online. See? Super simple and really useful.
And here, you can see exactly what we're talking about. You've got people on their computers, their PCs, and they're all connected to that network we just mentioned. This is the kind of place where this language really comes to life.
Okay, so let's move on to our second skill. This is all about knowing your company structure. Understanding who's in charge of what, so you always know exactly who you need to talk to.
So it's really important to know the key roles. Let's take the sales director, for example. Pretty straightforward. This is the person who's the head of the whole sales department. They're the one managing the team that sells the company's products.
And of course, there are a few other important people to know. You've got the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO, who's at the very top. They run the entire company. Then there's the Finance Director, who's responsible for all the money, and a personal assistant or a PA who helps their boss with all their day-to-day work.
Let's dive into skill number 3, handling business calls with confidence. I know. The phone can be a little tricky in a new language, but with just a few key phrases, you are going to sound like a total pro.
Okay, here's a super simple and effective script for making a polite call. You just start with, hello, this is, and say your name. Then ask, could I speak to person's name, please? Now, if they're busy, you can just say, I'll call back later. And you always finish with a clear, thank you, goodbye. See? Easy.
But hey, phone calls don't always go smoothly, do they? If the connection is bad, you can just say, I'm sorry I can't hear you very well. Or if the call suddenly drops, I think we were cut off. Now you're prepared for pretty much anything.
All right, time for skill number 4, presenting key data simply. This is all about learning how to talk about numbers from charts and graphs in a way that's really clear and easy to understand.
So just imagine your manager asks you for an update. You can kick off the conversation with a simple, direct phrase just like this one. Let's talk about last month's sales.
Okay, so take a look at a chart like this one. It's a pretty standard bar chart, and it's showing sales performance over a few months. Do you see how the bars go up and down? Well, that's the story we're about to learn how to tell.
And get this, you really only need 3 simple verbs to describe what's happening. If sales went up, you say sales rose. If they didn't really change, you'd say sales stayed the same. And if they went down, sales fell. It's that easy. Rose, stayed the same, fell. That's your starting point for telling the story behind any numbers.
Okay, this next one is absolutely crucial. Let's move on to skill number 5, participating in team meetings. It's not enough to just sit and listen. It's about sharing your ideas in a way that really works. So, how do you jump into a discussion? To agree with someone, you can just say, I agree, or that's a good idea. Simple. But what if you see things a little differently? You can disagree politely by saying, I'm afraid I disagree, or starting with, in my opinion. Using phrases like these is a fantastic way to be both professional and respectful at the same time.
But don't just stop at agreeing or disagreeing. Be proactive and contribute your own solutions. You can offer ideas by asking things like, what about trying a new approach? Or why don't we ask another team? This is how you show everyone that you're a really valuable part of the team.
And that leads us perfectly into our 6th and final skill, discussing problems and solutions. Sometimes things just go wrong, and having the right language to talk about it is absolutely key. So let's start with a really important word here, faulty. A product is faulty if it just doesn't work correctly because, well, it has faults. Something is wrong with it.
Here are some really clear and direct ways you can report a problem. You might need to say something like, the wrong goods were delivered, or some of the items are damaged. Being specific and clear like this helps everyone find a solution so much faster.
And this image brings it all together. When a delivery like this arrives, you've got to check that the items are correct and that nothing is damaged. And now you have the perfect English phrases to report any problems you find.
And there you have it. Let's do a super quick recap of your brand new communication toolkit. You've learned how to master Office vocab, understand your company, handle calls like a pro, present data, participate in meetings, and discuss problems. You've built an amazing foundation.
Okay, so you have the tools, and now it's time to actually use them. I have one last question for you. Which one of these new skills are you going to use this week? Just pick one, give it a try, and watch your confidence and your career start to take off.